everyone, and welcome back to another NASCAR Bass Pro Shops Truck Series race. Tonight we are here at Darlington Raceway for the 15th race of the season and the second race in the chase for the championship. And things are starting to heat up as we inch closer to the end of the season in just 8 more races. So it's now or never for most of these drivers, while the others are trying to run away with it while they can. So it is their best effort to do whatever they can to wrap up this season in just a couple of races. But tonight will be no different. It's the final time any of these drivers are going to hit the track at Darlington for the rest of the year. So it's time to see if any of their past races have given them experience. But if not, they'll have to wait until next season if they opt to run another season or not. And on your screen now is the starting lineup here for tonight's race at Darlington. And as you can see, the 69 of NASCAR fans starts on the pole for tonight's race. Along with the 23 of the Gaming Freak, he's pretty much your points leader right now. And we'll see how that ends up at the end of this race. That is a very close gap. It is a 1-point deficit between him and Dominic Luba. And Luba starts in 14th here tonight. So those two will definitely keep an eye on for tonight as well, considering the point standings. With 8 races left in this season, another one to watch is going to be, without a doubt, the 48 of Legends. He also won the Cup race not even that long ago, and we'll see if he can keep that up here at Darlington and win another one under his belt and get his first Bass Pro Shops Truck Series win. He already has 3 Cup Series wins to his name, but he has not found a Samsung National Series win or a Bass Pro Shops Truck Series win just yet. Another one to watch tonight is going to be the 04 of Patrick Miller, starting in 10th place tonight. In the championship battle, he is within the championship lead if he can win a race and do a bunch more points earning things to potentially get the points lead within these next 8 races and potentially win himself a championship as well. So that would lead us to the only truck failing post-qualifying inspection to be the 44 of Trevor Williams Jr., and we are ready to get the engines fired here at Darlington to get race 15 underway.
Drivers, start your engines!
As the trucks are rolling off pit road here at Darlington. And once again, it's the 69 of NASCAR fan on the pole for tonight's race. And the 23 of the Gaming Freak on the front row in second. The 6 of Napa NASCAR Heat inside the top 3. Then you have Slinky in the 28 and Matthew Hill in the 90, rounding out your top 5 here for tonight's race here at Darlington. And we are ready to get the second race of the chase for the championship underway for the Bass Pro Shops Truck Series. As the pace truck will dive down pit road out of turn number 4. And the field is going to come to get the green flag here for race number 15 of the season at Darlington. And we are underway. And the 69 NASCAR fan gets a big jump on the start and is going to clear them going into turn number 1. The 6 of Napa NASCAR Heat is also going to clear for second out of turn number 2. And then it's still the 69 out in front going into turn number 3, but the 6 is peeking to the inside but doesn't get a run off the corner, and it'll be the 69 of NASCAR fan leading lap number 1, getting those extra points here in these chase for the championship points. As you see, the 90 of Matthew Hill to the inside of Gaming Freak for 3rd place. He might be able to get that off turn 2. You see 3 wide back there, that's Chris Black in the middle, but they'll sort that out back 2 by 2. But now it's Matthew Hill still on the inside, and he's going to get that pass done on Gaming Freak, as back here there's 3 wide with the 48 of Legends and Chris Black as well. And once again, they'll sort that back out into double wide formation. But here's Joshua Harrison peeking to the inside of Chris Black, trying to force him 3 wide again off turn 2. Very tight off the corner exit right there, and near the end of the wall is the 48 of Legends, who won here in the Cup race, like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast. The two of Chris Black will get by for position. Meanwhile, there's another through-wide battle behind them as well. Kyler Anderson in the middle of Samet Oskin and Johnny Cox in the 98 as well. And the 12 of Samet Oskin up into the wall. Runs out of room right there and gets up into the wall. And we'll keep it straight for now, as there's a battle for the lead into turn number 3. And it's the 6 of Napa NASCAR Heat to the inside of NASCAR Fan. And off turn number 4, he'll get the lead once again. And right now, also, the 90 of Matthew Hill to the inside to take second place away and fill that hole is the 51 also. And here's Matthew Hill now taking the lead out of turn number 2, potentially going into turn 3. And he might be able to get the spot right here. And he does. He takes this lead right away from the 6 of Napa NASCAR Heat. And he's going to lead lap number 5 here at Darlington. And Matthew Hill with the new Tampa Bay Rays truck there as well. Debuted at Bristol the night race. And here's the 51 of NASCAR Billy to the inside of the 90 now as well. And he will take that top spot from Matthew Hill going into turn number 4. And here's NASCAR Fan trying to work his way back up through the top 5. Almost gets into the 6 of Napa NASCAR Heat as well. But it's the 51 of NASCAR Billy out in front, getting pressure from the 75 of AJ Marcy 42. Remember, he led him multiple laps at Bristol and ended up losing the race. But right now, he's back up in front trying to take the lead away going to turn number 3 here at Darlington. And that is exactly what's going to happen. Seems like the inside is really working out here in turns 3 and 4. And that helps the 6 get back up into second place as well. Now he's going to try and work on the 75 for the lead once again. And here's the 45 of Ray and Durrani. The 86 of Joe with a T up into the wall off turn number 2. And then slows up the trucks behind him on the outside lane. He's going to try and go down and block a potential move from Bradley Ream, and he does, so tough break for those guys that just got held up. But here is the number 90 of Matthew Hill once again, stuck in the top 10 battle. He might be up into the wall there as well. He is out of turn number 2, and he will also lose a ton of spots as well. And here's a battle for the lead. Napa NASCAR Heat to the inside of AJ Marcy 42, and he's going to get that spot once again. And now here's Ray and Durrani to fill in that hole to get into second place as well, and behind them is the 23 of the Gaming Freak. And also, here's the 1 of Dominic Luba, regular season champion, inside the top 10, trying to work his way to the front here early in this race at Darlington. And you see the 22 of Aaron Martinez under the wall as well as the 81 of Anderson Reed back there. So there's going to be quite a bit of trucks getting to the wall in this race. Almost 4 wide coming out of turn number 4. Oh my goodness, that was close. And that really could have been big for the 28 of Slinky if he got into a little bit of trouble right there as well. Very lucky he didn't turn around somebody or get into a mess right there. As you see, the 6 of Napa NASCAR Heat up into the wall out of turn number 2, and he'll lose a couple of positions back inside the top 5. But again, here's the 1 of Dominic Luba, regular season champion inside the top 10. Definitely needs a good run today. You see the 23 of the Gaming Freak as well, trying to take second place from AJ Marcy 42. And he's going to duck down to the inside and try to take that off turn number 2. And here's the 1 of Dominic Luba now to the inside of those trucks right there. As you see, 90 Matthew Hill again into the wall, losing a ton more spots back there. Tough break for the 90 right now, but once again, here's Dominic Luba. Looks like he's going to take that spot from the 69 of NASCAR Fan and clear him. And here's the 28 of Slinky trying to work his way and lure in the number 1. That is another big battle right there for these two trucks. And the 28 is going to get that pass done on Jeremiah's in the 99. And have quite a bit of a gap between himself and the 69, his next truck to pass. So it's been single file since Ray and Durrani has taken the lead here at Darlington. And the 75, as I say that, is trying to peek to the inside now for the lead heading into turn number 1. And it looks like he might have a bumper to the quarter panel, and he does. And now he's going to try and overtake it into turn number 3, this time by out of the back straightaway. See a little bit of contact back there as well. And it looks like HMRC is going to go right back to the lead. Here's Charlie Davenport making a pass on the 23 of the Gaming Freak as well for 3rd place and maybe 2nd place here very shortly as we look through the field a little bit, see what else is going on. And here is the Gaming Freak a little bit behind now, getting passed by the 6 once again of Napa NASCAR Heat. And 28 Slinky up into the wall out of turn number 2, bounces off. Almost a chain reaction right there in front of Bronson Minnick, and luckily they keep it straight once again. And Charlie Davenport is going to go up into 2nd place here at Darlington. And behind him is the 23 of the Gaming Freak. He's going to take 3rd spot as well. Gaming Freak has 2 wins on the season, 1 at Pensacola and Dover. The 51 in NASCAR, Billy up into the wall in turn number 2, comes right back down. And luckily doesn't get into anybody else. And he's gonna lose a ton of positions right here. And falls way outside the top 10 now. And Slinky is also back there in that mess. And here's the one of Dominic Luba getting pressure from the 69 and NASCAR fan as well for 6th place. And it looks like NASCAR fans get that spot as Luba gets into the wall. And out of turn number 2, once again, yeah, you see quite a bit of trucks up into the wall there. So if you get a little bit too high, you will end up hitting the wall and scraping it and losing a lot of track position. And now Luba might be well outside the top 10, as well as Slinky, another one who hit the wall earlier. Yeah, and Dominic is in 12th now. He might be up into the wall again right here. And he is. Almost gets turned by the 51. And, man, he's just going to lose a little bit more spots. Maybe 1 or 2 to Slinky as well. That'll be a big pass for position if he can get it done. Looks like he will out of turn number 4. And that'll be that. Also, the 86 making a pass on Luba as well. That will be Joe of the T in the 86. And almost up into the wall for a 3rd time in a row is the 1. And you see the 51 into the wall again. As you see, off turn 2, he clips the wall and loses 2 more spots. So a very rough few laps for Dominic Luba. And now he's all the way back near the top 20. As now here is the 23 of the Gaming Freak to the inside of Ray Durrani for 3rd place, and he'll get that spot. And now he's going to try and chase down Charlie Davenport and AJ Marcy 42 down the back straightaway. And let's go crank it up here at Darlington, coming to lap number 21 of 56. Welcome back from the Crank It Up break here at Darlington. Charlie Davenport has taken the lead and is now on lap number 25. And behind him is the 23 of the Gaming Freak, trying to go back to back. He won the last race at Dover and he's trying to back it up for a third win this season in the 23. And now he's all over the back bumper of Charlie Davenport. But backs off once again in turn number 3 right there as well. So it looks like right now the 23 does have the faster truck at the moment, but has not found a way around Davenport out of 3 and 4. As you saw Matthew Hill back there, very tough break for the 90 after running in the front for the early laps in this race. Has become a 4-truck battle for the lead. AJ Marcy 42 back to the inside of Napa NASCAR Heat for 3rd place. It looks like he might be able to get that spot out of turn number 2. He's got the momentum going in. Might be able to clear off turn number 2. Maybe not. They're going to stay side by side on the back straightaway. And as you see Patrick Miller get to the inside of NASCAR fan in the 69. Into turn number 4. Might get the run off right here. And that he does. But he might not have enough right now. He might be able to get it done in 1 and 2 this time by. And the 69 goes up the track a little bit. And that'll help Patrick Miller get the better corner. And almost up into the wall is the 69. And now that opens the door for Joshua Harrison. Wondering where he can go into turns 3 and 4, maybe to the inside of NASCAR fan once he is cleared by Patrick Miller, and almost contact there as well. So Harrison's also going to fill the gap, make sure the 69 doesn't get to the inside once again in 1 and 2. I was going to say, if the 69 let off for just a second right there, might be able to slide behind the 18, get back to the inside, but doesn't do it right here. He's going to be passed again for another spot out of turn number 4. Remember, Joshua Harrison also won Las Vegas 2 races ago. And here's the 23-year defending winner trying to go for the lead again on Charlie Davenport, but now he's got pressure from the 6 of Napa NASCAR Heat. Very impressive run for the 8 and the 6 here tonight at Darlington. Don't see them often up here in the front, but once again, you saw Gaming Freak had to lift out of turn number 4. And now that's going to give Ryan Durrani an opportunity to go for 4th place there, and doesn't get it though. And now we'll have to slap back behind the 75 once again, back in 5th place. And Patrick Miller's got quite a gap between them. As you see off turn number 2, pretty much single file throughout the pack. And once again, Gaming Freak has a little bit of a hesitation in 3 and 4. And now that's going to allow the 75 to the inside of the 6 for a 3rd place spot. And he might be able to get it right here in 1 and 2. Yeah, he does. So AJMRC back up inside the top 3. And now it's a battle for 4th place. Ryan Durrani and Napa NASCAR Heat now. This battle alone is helping Patrick Miller and Joshua Harrison close in as well. And trying to pull away is the 23 and the 8 with that lead for those top 2 trucks. And now Patrick Miller is pretty much all caught up to the top 5. Along with Joshua Harrison trailing right behind him. You see the 99, Jeremiah is up into the wall in turn number 2. Almost gets into Aaron Martinez. And that's going to slow those 3 other trucks behind him down. And now here's almost a move right there from Joshua Harrison. Thought about trying to make it happen there, but there was nothing there for the 18 in that brand new FedEx truck as well. But it's still the 1 and 2 battle for the 23 and the 8. Can he finally get to the inside here in 3 and 4? No, almost. He tries to peek inside, but doesn't have a run quite yet. But he's trying to make the most of it. He's trying to get a little bit of clean air on that front bumper of the 23, and now he's going to try and peek to the inside, maybe get to the quarter panel off the corner. Doesn't do it. Doesn't get a good momentum off, as you see Patrick Miller into the wall, and now they're going to come down pit road. The leaders, the 8 of Charlie Davenport and the 75 and more, are coming down pit road. The 23 is going to stay out another lap, and we'll see how this works out. There's two differing strategies here at Darlington. The leaders will come in on lap number 35. Nearly 20 laps to go in this race. Should be able to make it to the end here after this cycle of green flag stops, and now the 23 will come in a lap later than your leaders. So we've got a couple of different strategies here at Darlington. Looks like one more truck is going to stay out another lap. And Joshua Harrison looks like he's going to get out in front of Aiden Wegner as well. And looks like Mitchell Collins is your leader. And Anderson Reed is going to get out. He might have came in a lap before. Here's Charlie Davenport, Matthew Hill. Hill is probably a lapped truck, most likely. And he's got quite a gap. And it is Mitchell Collins coming down pit road this time. But yeah, Charlie Davenport's got quite a gap between himself and the next truck. But here's the 23 of the Gaming Freak on pit road now. Remember, he came in a lap after Charlie Davenport. And look at that gap between first and second. It's increased a lot. Let's see if the 23 gets off pit road, and he does. But will Charlie Davenport have the better strategy right here, or will it be the 23 coming off pit road first? And let's see, here's the race for the lead. And looks like the undercut is going to work right here. Going to blast by the 23, but the 23 is still going to be into contention, but just not up to speed yet. And here is Joshua Harrison threading the needle 3 wide out of turn number 4, trying to get around the 75 at HMRC 42, and also the 23 as he just came off pit road, and now he's going to try and get the lead in turns number 1 and 2, or not the lead, excuse me, second place. And he's going to try and chase Charlie Davenport down for the lead, shall I say, as there is Mitchell Collins coming off pit road now. But I could imagine that strategy did not work out. But here is Charlie Davenport just in front of the lapped truck, Matthew Hill, in the 90. Remember, lapped cars played a role in the Cup Series race as well. So we'll see how that pans out here in the Bass Pro Shops Truck Series in the closing laps of this race as well. As you see, the 98 of Johnny Cox just in front of the 8. The 18 starting to close in as well, but he's still got pressure all over him from the 75 HMRC 42. Another truck to mention that's inside the top 5 is the 02 of Aiden Wegner, Watkins Glen winner, and these trucks are now nose to tail from the 98, the last truck, all the way to the 75 HMRC. And now it's just trying to find a way around not the 90 and the 8 and maybe the 98 if they have to. And right now, the 8 is being held up by these lapped trucks, so it definitely will play a role in tonight's finish here at Darlington once again. And Joshua Harrison has one truck separating himself and the leader. Like I said before, Harrison won at Las Vegas 2 races ago. Can he try to get his second win of the season right here? But here is Charlie Davenport trying to get around the 98. If he gets around him, he could pretty much seal it. And he doesn't. But here's the 18 of Harrison to the inside of Hill out of turn number 2. Remember, Hill is a lapped truck. The 18 is racing for the lead right in front of the 90. And can he get the run off turn number 4 to try and clear and chase down the 8 of Charlie Davenport, who's got 3 more lapped trucks in front of him. But he's not going to do it this time around. But he's still got a lot of time. The 8 is stuck behind 3 lapped trucks in front of him. They are battling side by side as well. That is not going to help the 8 at all. And that's the 51 of NASCAR Billy. Remember, he was up here before. And now he's all the way back there, about to get lapped. And once again, Joshua Harrison trying to get a move done on Matthew Hill. The 8 of Charlie Davenport still stuck between this side-by-side battle and another lap truck. What is going to make the difference here tonight at Darlington? Will it be the 8? Can he negotiate lap traffic? Or will it be the pressure? Here's the run off turn number 4 for Joshua Harrison to get to the inside of Matthew Hill. Going to turn number 1. Can he get around him? If he does, it'll help his momentum to get to Charlie Davenport. Davenport into the wall in turn number 2. Harrison's going to get by both of them. And Joshua Harrison will get the lead here at Darlington. Coming to 10 laps to go in 2 laps. What a move for the lead. Davenport got into the wall. Had too much pressure in front of him with the lap trucks battling. But it's still not over. 10 laps to go next time by. Does Charlie Davenport have one more shot? And if not, it might be over from here. But let's see if Harrison can get by the other 3 trucks right in front of him as well. And it looks like the 51's going to block that inside and try and get around the 81. But, oh, this might not be good either because the 18's stuck on the outside now. Let's see if he goes up into the wall right here. He doesn't, but Matthew Hill does. That might help the 8, but slows him down just a little bit. That's exactly what the 18 needed. He's going to start to pull away just a little bit. Coming to 9 laps to go. Backs off a little bit. Being told by his spotter he didn't need to go for that. To go by those lap trucks. And here is the battle for second place. Aiden Wegner trying to go to the outside of Charlie Davenport. Not going to get there. And that run to the inside was great for Charlie Davenport that time. But he's still got 1 truck separating him this time. It's again Matthew Hill interfering with this battle for the lead. And Joshua Harrison now has 8 more laps here at Darlington. Remember, FedEx was the same sponsor that Legends took to victory lane here in the Cup Series. And could it be the same for Joshua Harrison? As you see, Davenport's trying to give Matthew a little bit of help to try and catch this 18 once again. And he's going to go all the way to the inside. Does he get a run on Harrison? No, he doesn't. Almost had a huge corner right there. And we are coming to 6 laps to go next time by here at Darlington. This thing is not over yet until it's over. And Matthew Hill is back behind the 18 of Joshua Harrison. Remember, that's not for position. But Matthew Hill trying to unlap himself here at Darlington. Remember, he was up here inside the top 10 early in this race. 6 laps to go. He is now a lap down. And more lap trucks are in front of the 18 of Joshua Harrison as well. And he's going to try and put a lap on them. If he can't, might help the 8 get one more chance at this win. It'll be Harrison's second win. It'll be Davenport's first. And the 18 gets stuck on the outside. The 90 might be able to get by. But that's not for position because right behind them is the 8 of Charlie Davenport with 5 laps to go. And Davenport is now back to the rear bumper of the 18. The top 5 are nose to tail here at Darlington. Charlie Davenport to the inside in turn number 3 and 4. But he's got the lap truck right in front of him. Davenport back to the lead. 4 laps to go here at Darlington. Davenport back to the lead. Harrison almost up into the wall. But he might be able to have one more chance because those lap trucks are still in front of Davenport. Oh, and he gets loose into the corner. Harrison's going to have a run off turn number 4. And Harrison's back to the inside. 3 laps to go at Darlington. And to the inside in turn number 1. Harrison's going to make the move. Davenport into the wall. And he's going to ride it all the way off turn number 2. And he's going to lose a lot of time. That's going to put him out of competition And now it's Aiden Wegner. Does he have a chance? He has 2 more laps to close in that gap, which is increasing second by second. 2 laps to go. And Harrison had this race won before, almost lost it right there. Got very lucky that Davenport hit the wall again, as there is Aiden Wegner into the wall this time. That might seal it for Joshua Harrison. And coming to the white flag this time by Joshua Harrison is coming to the white flag this time by 1 more lap to go for Joshua Harrison here at Darlington into 1 and 2 for the final time. And Harrison had a very great victory at Las Vegas, gets a new sponsor on board, FedEx, out of turn number 3 and 4, and is going to take the brand new scheme to victory lane to get his 2nd win of the season in the chase for the championship here at Darlington. We now might have a Mr. Clutch, Joshua Harrison. 2 wins in the last 3 races, and that is going to help him a lot in the points now that he is very well in contention to try and win this championship at the end of the season. And let's go see your finishing results here from tonight's race at Darlington Raceway after another incredible finish due to lap cars getting in the way of the leaders. And once again, Joshua Harrison gets the win here at Darlington over the 75 at AJMRC 42, the 23 of the Gaming Freak, and 3rd, Charlie Davenport finishes 4th after leading most of the race, coming out of pit road, pit cycle, leading the race, and then obviously lost it because of all the lap traffic in his way, and will end up 4th tonight. Still a strong finish for the 8 and a strong performance as well as the O2 of Aiden Wegner, first top 5 in a while for that O2 truck. Ryan Durrani finishes 6th, Napa NASCAR Heat in 7th, Chris Black finishes 8th, Nathan Stapleton inside the top 10 finishes 9th, and Reggie Fogelman rounds out the top 10 here at Darlington. Bronson Minnick finishes 11th, Joe the T finishes 12th, Aaron Martinez comes out in 13th, Kyler Anderson in 14th, Legends finishes 15th, Slinky in 16th, and in 17th is Patrick Miller, and Mitchell Collins with that extra lap or 2 strategy comes out in 18th. Jeremiah's 19th, NASCAR fan. Your pole sitter from tonight will finish just inside the top 20. Summit Oskin will finish 21st, Jacqueline Racing 22nd. Trevor Williams Jr. had to start all the way in the back, had a rough night tonight, and will finish in 23rd. Bradley Ream in 24th. 25th, Random Canadian Fanboy, Johnny Cox in 26th. 27th is Citron, and the 51 in NASCAR Billy fell all the way down to 28th at the end of this one. And then in 29th is Anderson Reed. Then in 30th is Matthew Hill. The last truck on the lead lap was up in the top 10 early in the race and got into the wall a couple times out of turn number 2 and lost all that track position, leading him to go all the way down to 30th as he unlapped himself at the end of this race, got in the way of the leaders. Then we have Dominic Luba in 31st, 1 lap down, the only truck 1 lap down, and very tough break for him, not the finish he wanted tonight here at Darlington. So that'll do it here from Darlington Raceway, and we will see you guys for race number 16 of the season at Kansas, and that will be race number 3 of the chase for the championship for the Bass Pro Shops Truck Series. And then, after that, we will have 6 races left in the season. But until that happens, the number 18 of Joshua Harrison will be on track for burnouts in just a moment. We will see you guys at Kansas.